Hi everyone, how's it going? Oh, that's loud, that's loud, hi. Really quick. Just, yeah, really. It turns green and it makes your voice nice and loud. Really the biggest reason you
All right, and with that, I duly declare this first meeting of the second session of the Iowa State University Student Government in order. We are going to start off the night with roll call. So when I call your last name, please say here or present. Agba. Becker. Here. Bruick. Present. Burks. Here. Dre. Here. Eisma. Present. Engelken. Frencher. Hackbarth. Holiday. Here. Hirsch. Kohlhaus. Here. Kuehler. Here. Magallanes. Mahoney. Here. Mays. Here. Mosker. Momini. Montalvo Martinez. Patel. Here. Slade. Here. Slater. Here. Tansey. Here. Thornton. Present. Topete. Vo. Here. And Yanting. Perfect. With quorum tonight, we will proceed to the Pledge of Allegiance. It doesn't. Oh, he's not here. It does not look like we have a flag, so we will do it towards the Iowa State podium. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now move into program. Do we have a program now? We do not have a program tonight. So we'll now move into open forum, which shall serve as an opportunity for students to speak about issues relevant to the student body. If anyone is here for open forum currently, please make your way to the podium. Anyone for open forum? Seeing none, we will move into adopting tonight's agenda. Is there a motion to do so? Is there a second? It has been moved and seconded to adopt tonight's agenda. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the agenda will be adopted. We will now move into approval of last meeting's minutes. Speaker Mahoney.
Just so everyone's aware, they're in the Senate drive right now. They got sent out really late tonight, so I just kind of put them on there for now, if anyone cares to look.
Is there a motion to adopt last meeting's minutes?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Is there any objection to adopting or approving last meeting's minutes? Seeing none, they are approved. We'll now move into committee reports. We'll start off with rules with Speaker Mahoney.
Obviously, there's Rules Committee didn't week. There's obviously nothing on the agenda for us to talk about. We're just kind of getting the timings down, so we'll start meeting next week.
Are there any questions for Speaker Mahoney? We'll now move on to finance with Finance Director Claiborne.
Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. New classes. We met yesterday for like 12 minutes, so not that long. My main thing is we are in need of a clerk. So if anyone knows someone who likes to type, they get $30 a week during regular time, and then during annuals they get $45. So just let me know, please do that. And then the biggest thing too is Senator Yonting is my vice chair, so everyone give him a round of applause. He will definitely be saving time for me this year, so I already thank you, Yonting, for future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just getting ready for the year, seeing what organizations still need funding, trying to go through that. We do have at least one Senate seat open, 1.5, kind of 2 right now, trying to fill those. And then whenever the mass email goes out, will also be at-large applications out too. So if you know anyone who's interested in finance committee or a finance major, or just wants to be a part of student government, let us know. Thank you. Also, I'll be sending out my email later. Sorry.
Are there any questions for Finance Director Claiborne? Seeing none, we'll move into PR with our Senior Director of Communications, Grindsteiner.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see everyone again. It's been a long summer, and I hope you guys have all enjoyed your break. So here are some things from the PR committee that we've been working on over the summer and this first week of school. So we had our first PR committee meeting last night, so we had a lot of things to talk about. We have a lot of goals, so it's gonna be very fast-paced. We have a lot of projects to do. We also had a successful outreach weekend with our Welcome Back events. We had over 600 people add their name to our student government newsletter, so that's a lot of fun. We gave out all the pieces of paper, so we're going to be working on that, and we will be sending out the newsletter mid-September and combining the August and September newsletter together. Regarding outreach events, we do have an After Dark this Friday. We will be running the karaoke room in the maintenance shop, so if you are interested in running the karaoke room, if you have a great MC voice, if you like talking to people, I really recommend going to that. You will also be helping out with Eduardo Franco with After Dark. He's the Stranger Things guy, so if you want to meet him and help out other organizations as well, I really recommend signing up for that. That will be in the MIS page underneath the Outreach tab. We are redesigning the logo, and the PR committee and I have decided on a final design. So we went through trademark, they approved it, and now we're going to be going through the university marketing department. So it's very official, so hopefully we'll be able to get something to you guys soon. We are working on a welcome back hype video that will be posted mid-September. So we're going to be doing a lot of videos, a lot of photos. So if you have any photos or videos that you would like to be included in the hype video, please send them my way. We are working on some outreach events being planned within this month and next month. We're doing a lot of social media projects, and we also plan on working on the first multicultural town hall soon, so be on the lookout for that. But otherwise, that's all from me. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.
Any questions? Seeing none, we'll move into diversity, equity, inclusion with our co-director of DEI, Director Berriat.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, a new introduction. If you guys haven't heard of a deputy director, that's me. So I'm Vi, and I'm representing the DEI committee today. So some updates on our committee. We actually met over the summer, and we found a list. We made a list of the international committees, clubs and organizations on campus, and we are reaching out to them in regards of DEI. And from the previous director, we had a list of resources and meetings that we had to set up with outside. So we also got those done, and now we're trying to set up our first committee meeting. Being the first week of class, it's been hard to get everybody's time on when to meet. So once that gets into place, we'll have our first meeting next week, and we'll see how we can kick off everybody else's projects and the DEI projects as well. So that's the update. Any questions?
Any questions? Perfect. Seeing none, we'll move into student initiatives with Senator Mays.
Hi guys. Oh. Can you hear me now? Okay, perfect. So we had our first meeting this Monday. We did meet a few times over summer, but our first official meeting was this past Monday. We kind of have a general plan of what events we're going to be having this semester and when. If any senators are interested in still joining SI, we do have a few openings, and we also do have at-large openings if you guys know anybody that would be interested in joining. But the only really big, I guess, update for SI right now is Jennifer Seth, who is the former chair, is going to be rejoining as an at-large this semester to help us out. So when she comes up, just be nice. She's might be a little bit new to this, so don't ask too many crazy questions. That's sarcasm. She's overly qualified, obviously. So yeah, that's it for me.
Do we have any questions for Senator Mays? Seeing none, we'll move on to our Local Affairs Committee with ex officio Garmin.
Evening, everyone. Welcome back. I've been spending lots of Tuesday evenings for about 4 hours at the city council meetings. Not a whole lot going on. 801 Day was part of a big discussion for this summer, and dealing with the different new violations with towing and all that. Looking at the stats, it turned out that it wasn't a terrible weekend. Only 32 cars towed. I wouldn't say that's a ton. And only 3 nuisance violations, so I didn't think that was too bad either. I'm not sure when Local Affairs is going to meet yet. We didn't meet this week. I'm not sure if we're going to meet next week. I'm going to meet with Sophie, and we're going to kind of talk through and get a game plan. It's a brand new committee. I'm not, this first group is just the ones developing it, figuring out kind of what direction it's going to go. So I'll have more updates to come. Thanks.
Are there any questions? Perfect. If not, we will move on to Sustainability Committee with Director Vanderkamp.
Check. Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. If we haven't met, my name is Blake Vanderkamp. I don't have too many updates. Just kind of getting caught up with the University Sustainability Committee with Wendy, and then also working with Midwest Climate as well to kind of get up to speed and then see what we can do this year. There's been a lot of changes in the past, I would say 6 months, especially even in the Ames local level. So kind of making sure I understand that is kind of where I'm at. But if you guys do know of any people interested in sustainability, I'd greatly appreciate if you just pass their names along. We'll definitely need a lot of people. I do know some of the people that were planning on returning, unfortunately have other obligations, so we will definitely need a lot more help filling some spots this year.
Do we have any questions for sustainability? If not, and for the first time, we'll move on to our Health and Wellness Committee with Director Everest.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Charlotte. I'm the Director of Health and Wellness, and as you heard, the Health and Wellness Committee is coming back. That being said, it's not back yet. So what I'm doing is I'm finalizing my interview materials. I hope to have applications out in the next couple of weeks here and then hold interviews. I want to have the committee set and meeting by end of September. So if you're interested in working with me and sitting on my committee, keep your eyes out or send me an email and I'll make sure to let you know.
Do we have any questions? Seeing none, we will move into comments from the Judicial Branch with our Chief Justice.
Okay. Is this working? Yes? Okay, cool. So we really haven't done much this summer. We're going to really work to more integrate into student government, which we've really only been back for a couple of years now, so we're really wanting to get more involved in committees and things like that. So if you have ideas where we could take that, where we could work a little bit better with what we're doing, that's appreciated, but that's all I got. So.
Do we have any questions for our Chief Justice? Seeing none, we'll move into comments with our advisor, with Sophia.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. I lost my shoe. I'm sorry, I almost lost my balance. Welcome back to a beginning of a new school year. I'm excited to see all of you, and I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. If you are attending the retreat this week, you should have gotten an email from me. Please read the email. There is time-sensitive forms that I need you to fill out, and everything is in the email. If you have any questions, I'm here and happy to answer them. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm also here and happy to answer them. That's all I have right now. Any questions? I kind of took your job, Dayton, sorry. Cool.
Seeing none, we'll move on to our comments from the executive branch with our chief of staff.
Hi, guys. Ludwig got stuck in a SIRIDE meeting, and he did tell me to inform you that that is his version of heaven, so he's very happy. We will have our first cabinet meeting tomorrow, so I don't have very much for you, but please apply for committees. Please reach out to directors if you're interested in projects. I would love Senate to work with cabinet this year, so thank you.
And then one thing I just want to remind everyone, make sure you are texting or emailing me if you plan on being absent for any reason. If you're going to be tardy, if you plan on leaving early, just give me a heads up. I'm going to make sure I keep track of all of those. And if that kind of becomes a problem with you guys not notifying me, there can be some implications with the bylaws and some sticky stuff. So just make sure you tell me. If you tell me, you're all good. But that's all from me. So we will jump right into external matters. With none, we'll jump into internal matters, general orders, special orders. 2022-2-001 SG, confirming an at-large to Student Initiatives Committee with Speaker Mahoney.
So this was the bill Senator Mays talked about earlier. It's just seating Jennifer Seth to back to student initiatives. She was the chair last year. She's been in student government longer than I have. So I'll let her talk quickly about it.
Closer to me. Hi, everyone. For those of you that I recognize that have been here before, good to see you again. I missed you. For new faces in Senate and in Cabinet, welcome to student government. I hope you have a good time. I hope you enjoy yourself. I'm Jennifer Seth. I have been in student government for, 3 years, I think. Yeah. I started in 2019. I was an at-large and sustainability committee. And then in 2020, the COVID year, I was director of sustainability student government, so like Blake's predecessor. And then last year, I was a senator in student government, a member of SI in the fall. And then last spring, I was the committee chair for SI committee. And so I kind of like ended my Senate thing and was like, yeah, I think I'm done with student government, but now I miss student government. So I want to come back, but I'm also graduating in December. So I'm sort of looking for a way to still be involved in student government without taking on huge responsibilities. And so as such, I was like, yeah, I think I want to rejoin SI committee because I like my committee and I miss doing projects and stuff and just sort of working with students. I realized sort of being away for a while from student government that I sort of feel like bored because I'm like, I'm not doing anything to like actively try to make campus better. And so I sort of want to get back into that and finish, I guess, my last semester of undergrad doing what I like to do, which is student government. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, that's about all I have to say.
Are there any questions for Ms. Seth? Question's been called and seconded. Is there any objection going to a vote now? Seeing none, we'll go in. Unanimous consent has been called for. Is there any objection by confirming Ms. Seth by unanimous consent? Seeing none, congratulations. This bill passes. We will now jump into new business, starting off with 2022-2-001Y, charging the Director of Outreach with overseeing outreach credits with Speaker Mahoney.
So this is actually a fairly simple change. For those of you that don't know / maybe don't remember, we all have to do outreach credits. Currently for Senate, I'm the one that you have to report outreach credits to, and I have to keep track of them and everything and determine what is and isn't an outreach credit. And for the Cabinet, it's Chief of Staff Roberts right now doing that. So this would basically just mean that Director of Outreach would be the one, or Jamie would be doing it, actually keeping track of them, determining what isn't an outreach credit. So you just tell her if you have outreach credits, and then we would enforce them at the end of the semester. It's a small change, but it lifts some burden off us and gives the Director of Outreach more control over outreach.
All right, being new business, there is only questions of intent, which is questions that can be answered with yes or no. So is there any questions of intent? Seeing none, we'll go into closing announcements. If anyone has some closing announcements, just please raise your placard. I see Sophie is ready to talk.
Okay, everyone, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say two things. One, if you have not looked at the MIS or filled out the MIS, please do that. Not only do we use the MIS for our student organization database to get a roster for that, but that is also how I know to put everybody on the listserv, so you'll get communication, and then also door access for the student government office downstairs. So if you have not done that, please take a look at it. And if you have done that, please make sure your information is correct. Also, I know that Kit would very much appreciate it because he's gonna start ordering name tags, and that is important that A, everything is spelled correctly, and we can get that process going. Other than that, Welcome Fest is going on right now in the Great Hall. So as soon as it's done, you can always go down there, take a look. There's a bunch of community members and local businesses from Ames that have a bunch of cool information and some cool stuff. So I'd recommend that you check it out. Thank you.
Anyone else with closing announcements? If not, Vice Speaker Bruick. Oh, Jamie.
Hi everyone. I just want to encourage all of you to keep on signing up for our outreach events. It's all through the StuGov MIS. There's an outreach tab, so you just click on it and sign up. So we have After Dark this Friday, and we have Club Fest next Wednesday. So please sign up for those. Thank you.
Anyone else closing announcements? If not, Vice Speaker Bruick, it's all yours. Oh, Christian.
It's mostly for the committee heads. We're going to be doing a mass email soon about letting the students know about committee position openings. So if you could get your applications ready soon, that way we can send it out early while students are still interested. Basically resonating off what Jamie said, since we got rid of tabling, there are limited outreach events. So I highly, highly recommend to go to these events this weekend in order to complete some of your outreach credits. There will obviously be more opportunities, but there will not be as many in the future. So please sign up. Thank you.
Finance Director Claiborne.
Yeah, this is kind of just directed towards PR and SI, but also if you are in a committee that wants funding. This year, to make things more organized for me, I'm going to have a form on the shared drive that's for, also it's just for room reservations too, for funding, for getting something. So like for SI, if you need like donuts again, there's going to be a form where you fill it out, like what do you need, how much, blah, 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 just so it's simple for me and simple for you to do. And also for room reservations, we kind of came up into a hiccup last year where something was like 4 months late for one of our room reservations, and I don't want that to happen again. So if you need a room reservation at all, that's also a form, and then I can send that in so it's easier, just so everything is bookmarked and then time-stamped that if anything happens, we know where it is. So thank you for being helpful for me.
Final call for closing announcements. If not, finally, Vice Speaker Bruick.
Move to add Senator Schnepp to the roll.
Is there any objection to doing so? Senator Schnepp, you are added.
Great. Just gotta be accurate, guys. I don't have too much. Do your office hours. It's the same as what, if you don't remember from the end of last year, there's a sheet in the office. Put how long you were there. You need to be there at least an hour once every week, and that's basically it. You've done the bare minimum of your job. Very cool, and we appreciate it. That's, I think, all I have. So I'll turn it over to Speaker Mahoney.
Okay, a couple things I'll run down quickly. Obviously, we're still building a lot of committees, so committee chairs, I'll probably send out an email later this week saying, hey, please let me know your availability so I can let you guys know, and we can start getting people on committees that they are interested in joining, because everybody, as a senator, does need to be a part of one committee. As Sophie said, we do have the retreat this week, so please fill out those forms. Also, if you are willing to drive and carpool, please do so, because we got to get a lot of people there. So if you're willing to drive and willing to carpool and drive people, please indicate that on the form. If you do see anything wrong with your placard or do want any changes, let me know. I know a couple people that I need to make placards for, make some changes. So I'm just kind of getting a list of that, and I'll do a batch later this week. So please let me know relatively quickly here. We do have a couple open Senate seats, Vet Med, 2 College of Human Sciences, and 2 residence hall seats. So if you have friends that are maybe interested in joining Senate in those positions, let them know. And I'm still working on the Senate cheat sheet. I'm hoping by kind of by next meeting, or the meeting, for sure the meeting after, I'll have a little like 2 or 3 page cheat sheet for you guys that makes this hopefully a little bit easier to kind of run through. And I'm still working on my big bylaws rewrite, but that'll be a project for towards the end of the semester. So with that, move to adjourn and go Cyclones.
Is there a second? Perfect. This meeting is adjourned.